Okay, hello. Today we're going to play a game where a boy has a frog, a pet frog that jumps out, and he jumps onto some radioactive waste in the backyard that just happens to be there, and he grows to an enormous size. And then he falls down a hole, which appears to be in the side yard, which you chase after and then fall down and nearly get yourself killed, but you slide down safely, and you discover a vehicle with suit of armor, and you put the helmet on. And it's called Blaster Master. It was made in 1988 for the Nintendo Entertainment System, and this was one of the first games I really enjoyed on the Nintendo. So we're going to play a little bit of it and see how far we get. It's been a very long time since I've played this game. The general gist of what you're trying to do, you basically have yourself in a vehicle. You can get out of the vehicle as a little guy, and he shoots and stuff, but we don't usually do that too often, unless you're going into like the mini level right at the end of the level. So the idea is just to stay in the vehicle as much as you can and avoid things like those bombs and the enemies that shoot. These little things. That H is for hover. What you basically do is jump with this vehicle, and then you jump again, and it allows you to hover or go up in the air. One of the levels that you actually have to go to later in the game is above you, up here, as I was pointing up with the vehicle. So, another thing you get is you get powers for your vehicle. You can climb up on walls, you can shoot more powerful shots. You get H for hover, as I said. You can actually ride your vehicle up walls like that when you move into them. So those are powers that, if I get far enough, you'll get to see. That's one of the places, that ladder there, you can get out of your car and get down there, but there's nothing of interest there for us, so I'm not going to go do that. That's another place right there. You don't have to go in that. And a lot of this is going to be from memory, and I don't know if you've ever lived for 25 years, but if you do something 25 years after you've actually done it, it's kind of hard. So, but anyway, we'll make do and do the best we can. So here is water. When you're in the vehicle and you go into water, you can't get out very well. Later in the game, you get a power that allows your vehicle here to swim around in the water, which makes absolutely no sense in the world, but it is the game, and you're just supposed to enjoy it. This game doesn't make a lot of sense in the traditional sense. I mean, it's not very realistic per se, but it's a lot of fun to play. So as we go down here, you can't actually get your car back up. So you can't, well, you can get it back up, but the idea is you want to go down here. So the idea is, again, go down this area. Stay in your vehicle, though. You don't want to jump out of your vehicle. I think that's what I was trying to say. So shoot these guys. Go as far down as you can. That's the last guy. So now I can get out of my vehicle. But I'm going to take my vehicle all the way over so I'm safe. When you're the little guy, you don't have a lot of power, so you can get damaged pretty easily. So I want to keep that in mind. So now, press down to go in here. And now you get to play as this guy. So you have grenades and you have a little shooting gun type thing. The shooting gun, as you can see, when I'm against the wall, I can't shoot straight against the wall, so you have to take that into consideration. Usually you use the grenades. Those things look like little dogs. They don't really have names, I don't think, but remind me of dogs. One thing you can do, if you shoot those things, you pause and then you come back and they come all back. So it's a nice trick to have later in the game if I actually get far enough where that actually matters. It's a pretty long game. Sunsoft Games, the company that made this game or published it or designed it, whatever, is called Sunsoft. And Sunsoft didn't allow for passwords or battery backup of any of their games when they first came out. So you have the arduous task of actually having to do this whole game in one sitting playthrough. And it's a pretty tough game. It's very long, and there's a lot of things that you can have go wrong, I guess you could say. But the most important part is you have a limited number of lives and continues, so you can't just play until the end of time. Oops, I can't get out of the way of that. So here's the boss. I'm sorry, there's one more room. Not yet. Those are missiles for my car. If you look down below here, we can choose different weapons. These are homing missiles. That's electricity. It shoots down below you, and that's a 3-missile shooting type of thing that shoots out like in front of you. And if you look above that, the vehicle is named Sophia the Third Nora. And those little dashes on the screen are all the power-ups that you get. So there's 7. The 8th level is the last level of the game. There's a P over there. I'll go get that in a second after I kill this guy. I just want to make sure I don't get hit. So you can leave that power-up and pick it up later on in case one of the power-ups lands on some, like the little spikes or whatever. And unfortunately, if you go off the screen, the power-up disappears. So that's one drawback. So what I'm going to try to do is get all the way through here. Actually, I didn't notice that. The power-ups disappear after a certain amount of time. So, but anyway, here's the boss. Now this game has something called the extended grenade. It's a little bit of a glitch. You can pause it like that, and what happens is it causes the damage to take place over time. And what you do is you pause the game long enough and it causes the enemy to die. But this actually isn't one of those enemies, so I can't do that. I actually have to kill this one normally. And it's not that difficult. You just run around and bomb him and stay out of the way. So he's dead. And he drops a power-up that is actually the gun. I think it's the top left one. It increases the gun power on your vehicle. So it teleports you back to the beginning of the level, and then you just walk out, and that's that. So now with the little guy, you keep the hit points, whatever you had in the last level, so it's very important you get back into your car as soon as possible. And once you do, you'll notice you have your hit points back on the little guy as well. So it's very important to keep in mind, if you take a lot of damage, you want to get back in the vehicle and then just get back out of it, and you'll have full health again. Your vehicle, on the other hand, doesn't regain health. So if you take damage, you gotta earn it back with these Ps, the power-ups that fill your power. Here, you actually have to go to the right and then back up. So you gotta be careful with your vehicle. Your vehicle can take damage, and it'll keep the damage over time. So I don't need those Ps, but I'm gonna go get this P. My sister, when I played this game when we were kids, we had this thing with those Ps. We'd call them lucky Ps. Gotta go get your lucky P. Like it would give you good luck or something. Who knows? Whatever. So you'll see me go out of my way to get Ps sometimes. It's just one of those stupid things that I do. This part of the game is not very difficult. It does get much, much more difficult though. Especially the levels that you walk around. The bosses that you fight can be very, very tricky. And very unforgiving too. If you get hit by a boss, oops, shit. If you get hit by a boss, you can take a lot of damage quickly. And some of the bosses, like the last couple in the game, you need to have the gun fully powered. I didn't talk about the gun, but the gun is what you shoot aside from your grenades. And what you need to do is you need to have that gun at full power, and if you lose it, or if it goes down too much, you'll have a hard time beating the boss. So there's a couple you need to keep in mind. Keeping the gun fully powered whenever possible. Oops. Ah! I'll go get that P, because I'm getting kind of low in health. Alright, good. You want to keep your health, again, as high as possible. Going to rush through there because these guys can be really annoying. If you don't kill them right away, you can't kill them because they're below your line of fire. Oops. I guess I can leave that on. So to shoot that, the special weapon, whatever you choose, you press down and B, and that fires the missile or the lightning or whatever. Alright, so I'm getting out of here. I can go get that P, but I'll probably end up taking more damage to that guy. So, just get out of there. Alright, so I'm back to full. I'll just show you down here. There's nothing I can do over here. That's where you come out, I think, after you finish the level. You can shoot through blocks like that. Power up lets you shoot through things, so I don't have that power yet. You have to go fight the boss and get that. I think, if I remember correctly, I think this boss is like tanks or something, and it helps to have the gun fully powered up, so I'll have to keep that in mind. I think there's a spot in this level you go to, but I really don't remember where it is. I'll shoot that guy before he becomes a problem. A lot of times you just want to kill the enemies so they're out of the picture. They do frequently respawn, but you kind of want to kill them whenever you can just so they don't become a nuisance. Yeah, see, this guy is a little bit of a problem in this one too, so what I'll do is I'll come over here and shoot those missiles. I found the music for this game to be very, very good for its time. A lot of the games in the early Nintendo days were very repetitive with their music. But I think that was one of the things I enjoyed the most about this game. Music. Let's see, I think I want to go up on the right here. That is lava and it will hurt you. So you don't want to jump into that or fall into it. Alright, so, if I remember correctly, I'm not sure if it's this one. I think there's an area in the top left that I want to go to. I remember this kind of level. With there being something like in the corner. Okay, so I can't get in there. I think there was a little barrier that I had to shoot through. That might be something I come back to. And those guys are very annoying. Okay, so that's the doorway. I think I want to go through that, but I'm going to look around for something. Oh, shit. Gotta be careful for those guys. There's the ladder. I think that's where I want to go. If I remember correctly, there should be an easy way to power the gun up. And again, when you're this little guy, you have to be very careful. Like, you can die very easily right there. Oh shit, I'm getting hit. Alright, so I think the objective is to get all the way through this part. That's right, those guys drop guns. Gun power-ups. Oops, I just lost that guy, I went off screen. Oh, interesting. Alright. Oh, now I'm getting myself killed. I gotta be careful now. And there's some power-ups. So now I have homing missiles, which are pretty good. There's a couple of things you can get in this little area. Unfortunately, I have to do this a couple of times, and I really need to stop getting hit by this guy right away. Alright, that's it. I'm using my gun. I think the gun is the way to do this. There we go. Interesting. I don't know what's going on with that guy. He disappears off the screen and then he reappears. That might be how I did this. I just killed him and he gave me a power-up, then I left. Alright, there's nothing here. Yeah, there before I get hit. So the first couple of power-ups just increase the number of shots I think you fire and how fast they fire, which are not entirely useful. I mean, they're pretty useful, but it's not what I want out of this gun. But when the gun gets fully powered up, it's definitely very powerful. Oops. Alright, so now it'll start to shoot off in a curly direction. And as you get the power-ups, it'll spread out further and further. Then the next level of power-up is like this multiple shots, I think, that fire from your gun. It's really hard to describe, but it's kind of like a... See, this is firing like 3 shots, but that last power-up, yeah, see, it's kind of a wavy pattern. And it's not entirely useful until you get the full upgrade. The last upgrade is incredibly strong. So then once I get that, I just need to get to the boss without the little guy getting hurt. So the final area, I'll have to take it kind of slow. No power-ups this time. And I'm full on the missile, so I don't need to go any further up. Now they're going to be incredibly stingy because they know I need 1 more. Or 2 more. Yep. Yep. Alright, there's 1. There's the power. This is a very powerful gun, and it makes a huge difference. I also don't think they expect you to get this gun because the game runs horribly slow whenever there's anything on the screen with this gun. So that's fully upgraded. I'm not sure if this is where I actually upgraded the gun, but this one works pretty well, so we'll just back. Hopefully it won't fall down. Or get hit by one of those guys. In the vehicle, these enemies are very, very easy to kill. But when you get out of the vehicle, they become very, very easy to kill you. The balance shifts dramatically. You can't look up or down in this game. It's not like Spelunky. So at that time when these Nintendo games came out, they didn't have the option to do that kind of stuff. You can use the little guy to get out of his vehicle to shoot that stuff, which is what I typically do. I think this is the boss. I'm not sure. I don't remember. We'll just play through it as if it is. As if I remember what the heck I'm doing. Oh, well, maybe that's where I was supposed to go. Apparently this isn't the right spot. There's nothing more to do here. This would have been a nice place to come to, but I'm already full, so it doesn't matter. Oops. Okay, well, shit. Oh, right. Maybe I need to go up further. This is definitely the right way. There we go, this is it. Little brain fart, sorry about that. Yep, I remember. You go up and then go up on top of this lava and then you go down to the right somewhere. Yep, I remember this. I think the boss is in this area. Down to the right. Yeah, no, okay, that's right. This is here. Now you go to the left, that's right. And I think it's at the end of this. Yeah, this is the boss. Alright, so we just have to get through here without getting hit. Very important. These guys are annoying. I think it's down. I don't think it's that way. This way. Yeah, this way. Up, maybe? Nope. Right. Up. Nope. Up. Yeah, this is the way, I think. No. Alright. Well, we'll go back the way we came. I do remember this being the tanks, though. So I do need this gun, which is good. Yeah, no. That room had a lot of hurt in it. Is it left, maybe? Yeah, this is it. Alright, there we go. You can just run through these levels instead of fighting the guys, but I found it's easier to clear out the room than trying to avoid the enemies. So I got hit there, need to be careful. Definitely need to keep the gun full. Oops, shit. This should be a gun and a power-up. I don't need that. But we'll pick them up anyway. Really, what I should have done is gone to the right all the way and be very careful. Controls are not very precise, so you gotta be careful you don't fall into the spikes. Spikes don't kill you, but they hurt you. So this should be tanks that appear. There's gonna be multiple tanks. Oh, wait a minute. Nope, this is that guy. Okay. Oops, shit. Try that again. You have to hit him like in the beak. And you should be able to pause on this one. There we go. Oh, no. Well, you don't want to pause on yourself, because that hurts you. Stupid. I got that right, but, yep. There we go. So you just need to wait for the sound to change pitch, and then he's dead. Unfortunately, I got myself killed, and I don't have my gun anymore. But we got through it, and we'll continue. So now I have the ability to shoot through blocks, and my gun power is the highest I think it gets. The next level, I believe you get the hover ability. And then you need to come back and use the hover to get up high. Alright, so if I go all the way down here, as I shoot some extra missiles out, which I didn't really want to do, you have to be careful of the lava, but what there should be at the bottom is a couple blocks that you can shoot through. And you don't really want to get out of your little guy, get out of your vehicle to use the little guy to shoot those things, because if the mine were to hit the little guy, he might go right into the lava and then get killed. So you want to be careful of that. And especially when you're at full health, you really don't want to go playing around too much. Okay, so I can shoot through that. Let's do that. Missiles aren't very smart. Unfortunately, they will try to... there is another place down there, but I think this is the one I want to go through. The missiles will just go back and forth. They won't actually try to strike a target, which is really stupid. Now comes the guessing game. I don't remember. Am I supposed to go back out first? Or is there somewhere I'm supposed to go? Maybe I am supposed to go this way. I think level 3 is... part of the confusion with this game is trying to figure out where the next area is. Because there's no map and it doesn't tell you where you have to go. You just get abilities, like I got this ability to shoot through blocks now, so the idea is you want to use that to get somewhere where you weren't able to go previously. Whoops. Alright, this is just back the way I came, so that's not the way to go. I'm thinking that I probably have to get out of here. I just wish I remembered. Now this should take me back to the beginning, and if it does, that's not the way I want to go. There's, if I remember correctly, there is an area in here I need to get to. Maybe the best way is actually to go the top way. So I think you're supposed to go through the level normally. and you can shoot through like these walls to make the return a little bit quicker. Alright, so I'm going to go this way. And if I remember correctly, it's not this area, it's one of these areas. There's a barrier you can shoot through to reach another area. No, not that way. Well, you can get in situations like that where you just constantly get hit. So you got to be careful with those guys. They can do a lot of damage to you quickly. All right, so I didn't do that as well as I did it last time, but we're through. Move on to the next area. And see, there's that one. I don't remember coming through there. I'm hoping, yeah, that's the area. Okay, so this is area 3. That guy has the potential to launch a lot of bombs as soon as you go down, so you just want to get rid of him first. Get rid of those guys, hopefully, no. Yeah, see, this is also another area. I believe you have the ability to ride on walls, and I think you come back that way later on in the game. So we'll have to keep that in mind. Oh, okay, yeah. Go this way. Oh, right, you can't go, you come back that way, I think. I think the boss or something is over there, and you come back that way. And if you shoot these purple things and they drop those little guys down, obviously the guys won't spawn. So you want to kill them before they drop their guys if possible. These guys are annoying, they take a lot of hits to kill, and they're very persistent. I think I want to go down, but I'm just going to take a look up here real quick. Yep, I think I do want to go down. Right, this is the boss is that way, but I want to go see what's over here. I think there's an area where you can power up your gun. This is the one where the tanks are, I believe. And I think that's where you do it. Just remember things, like, I have very vague memories of certain things, and I remember coming into something like this. Yep, this is it, definitely. Remember those guys? This isn't the boss, this is where I'm going to go to get my gun powered up. Alright, so if I remember correctly, take 2 trips through here and you're pretty much done. So I just gotta get by those little dog things to get the gun filled up without getting hit. And there's 2 laser things right at the end, so if both of them were to drop guns, then I could be full. I wouldn't have to go back. I'll try to kill them. Hopefully they won't hit me. Try that again. Nope, nope, alright. Alright, one more and we're done. That should be it. Alright, now, here we go. If you notice, every so often the vehicle gets hit, and it looks like the tires are turning into pink things. That's actually the hover, and what it looks like. And once I get hover, I'll show you what I'm talking about. The animation basically that happens when you're using hover. So I'm going to use my missiles to kill these guys. I'm starting to lose a little bit of my health. I want to make sure my vehicle has as close to full as possible. Because after this level, it starts to get a little more difficult. Not entirely difficult, but like I said, the levels get more difficult as you go on. I don't know when I'm going to try to get that, because I don't need it. I'm definitely full in hover. Even though I don't have it, I've been collecting power for it, so it's just like your health. You'll see a similar bar to what you see on the screen right now, but it's for hover. And you can use it just like your health, so if you hover for a couple seconds, you lose a couple blocks, and you have to fill it up again. It's kind of a neat idea. These little guys are really annoying. I've been lucky so far, they haven't hit me. But it seems like once you get hit by one, you get hit by all of them. They just continue to non-stop flood you. So if you jump up here, it's a lot easier. If you miss that jump, that pink thing shoots down at you. Same thing with that one. Although the second jump is much easier. I think I do want to go up here, though. Don't remember there being something that way. Right? Maybe? Yeah, I think it's this way. Yep, this is it. I remember this guy running into there all the time and never being able to shoot him. I think sometimes when I was low on energy or power, I would shoot him with like my lasers or the lightning, or homing missiles, and I'd end up using way too many and I wouldn't end up killing him and I'd just run away or something. Alright, this guy you want to go from below. He's gone. I think there's a couple more up this way. Is that the... I don't think this is the boss. The nice thing about this gun is it shoots through walls, which is very, very helpful. You don't have to worry about douchebags hitting you. because they can't get to you. No, this is definitely not the boss, but there's some extra stuff. I'm almost full on my homing. And the three-way missile, I don't really use that often in this game, so it's not really important. The homing and the electricity, these two are the most important. In case you didn't notice, I'm using a turbo controller, so that's why it fires so fast. This is normal firing. And if you were to do that the entire time you played these games, you'd end up with carpal tunnel. Probably need like arm replacement surgery. Nerve damage, you get everything. We're just gonna run past that guy. I think, okay, right. So you use hover to get out of here. You have hover, and what you do is you go over here and then you hover up there, and then that's the part I was talking about before where you end up. So this run is already 42 minutes in. I'll probably play until I have to continue. If I can finish the game without continuing, I'll try to do that. But I don't know how long this video is going to end up at that rate. I get the lucky H. You know, H's really aren't that lucky, but I'll try to get him anyway. It's a good idea to shoot shots off screen when you're moving because you can always end up getting lucky and hitting an enemy before he spawns or right as he spawns. Oops. They like to throw that little guy in there. If you're not ready for him, you can easily get hit with one of those bombs. And this one. That's the one I think it always used to hit me for some reason. I would know he was there, but I'd still run in there. Oops. This is the boss. Okay. So, this one, it's very important to make it through this without getting hit. And I'm pretty sure this is the level that I was referring to. I remember having to come through it with this gun and shooting all these guys through the walls. And I remember getting hit on these stupid things. Or that guy right there. And then getting upset about it because I had to go all the way back out. Oops, shit. Yep, see, now I got hit. Alright, well, I might get lucky. There might be something I can get in here that fills my gun back up. The difference between the highest powered gun and the second highest is huge because, as you notice, I have this stupid gray one again. And as you power the gun up naturally, you don't have that one. You have the colorful one for 2 levels of your gun. Okay, that's kind of tricky. Alright, that laser might give me a gun. Hopefully it will. If it doesn't, I'm gonna cry. Okay, there's 2 of them. Alright, let me get out of the way first. Do this the correct way. Oh, good. Alright, now do not get hit. Easier said than done, but just don't get hit. Oh, shit. Alright, right, that guy, get rid of him. Right, they do give you guns in here, remember that. But unfortunately, once you uncover the guns, they do disappear after a certain amount of time, so it's just better to pick them up and not worry about it. Ideally, you'd like to leave them behind and then come back if you get hit for some dumb reason. And with me, there's always a dumb reason. Like that guy. The one nice thing about this is the gun, when you shoot it, it does so much activity on the screen that it causes so much slowdown, so it makes it easier for you to avoid enemies. And I believe this is the boss. I remember that last room being... Yeah, okay, so... Remember that last room being the last part before you fight this guy. So here, these are the tanks, and this is what I was referring to, so... This gun makes it very, very easy. If you're to fight it with your grenades, they like to freeze, and when they freeze and they come back, they like to shoot. And they shoot quite often. Little lasers, tiny lasers. Like that. Shit. Okay, so there's only 2 left. We're okay. Not perfect, but good enough. So this should be hover. As you see, I have the hover gauge filled up, and from this point on, I can hover, like basically fly, for a short period of time. And it's very easy to do. You do not want to hit your A button multiple times. You don't double jump in this game, so don't ever just bang bang. Oops. Like, don't ever hit AA twice in a row. Oops, shit. Alright, so I believe you do have to use hover right here. And that's hover. It's kind of cool. Interesting animation. I don't understand where you got this vehicle from, because they don't sell them anywhere where I'm from. So I'm kind of curious as to, 1, how the heck do you get it? 2, who the heck put it there? And 3, how in the heck are you supposed to change the oil and maintain it and so forth and so on? Like, after this game is done, I've finished this game, so yeah, whatever. They don't really tell you what exactly happens with this vehicle. You just kind of like leave it behind. Which is kind of whatever. I shouldn't have done that. But the temptation was greater than I could handle. Alright, so now we are done with this area. And I believe you get all the way out of here. The next level is area 4. Okay, so you can't go this way. And I think that almost kills you immediately if it doesn't. So now we need to get out of here. There are going to be those little guys on the way up, so I got to be careful here. That guy can be annoying. Just get out of his way. And there might be one more of those guys, I can't remember. Yeah, there he is. It's amazing, the weight of the vehicle, yet it manages to stay on a ledge like that. The laws of physics would say no. Alright, now, let's go all the way back out. And if you don't get those guys on your first shot, just continue on. Like there's a P there, I'd like to get it, but it's better to just continue. Yeah, this is going to be a little bit of a tricky process, because I really don't remember where Area 4 is. I remember what it's like. I believe you fight a frog at the end of it, and then you go to the water level. Area 5 is easy, it's the water one. And there's a crab that you fight at the end of it. I don't remember. I don't think it's down there. I think it's very close to the beginning. Like you go back here and... Oops. That's the other cool thing about hover. It looks kind of funny when you use it underwater. It doesn't work, but still looks pretty funny. So it's kind of realistic. They don't let you hover underwater. If I do this, I need to go right by my vehicle. I'm going to see if I can fill my gun up. I don't think I need it, but whenever you have it full, it makes the level so much easier. So I'm going to see if we can get it in here quickly. There's one. Whoa. Well, not going to power your gun up if you keep getting hit. You cannot get hit. Oh, shit. Plenty of hover, but I don't really want hover. I want guns. Alright, well. Oh. Every time I almost get it upgraded, I get hit by something. It's like they know I'm just about ready to get it. I don't believe there are any more. I think there are only 2. I really don't remember. I'm gonna go on the pretense that there are only 2. So I need to come back here and not get hit. Things look like dogs for some reason to me. There's one. Alright, now I'm full. Now let's get the hell out of here. Alright, so my hover's full. My hover's full and my health is full, so that's a good thing. And if I remember correctly, I think I'm supposed to hover up the left side at the very beginning of the game. I hope that's right. For some reason I don't think it is. I don't think you have enough hover to go all the way up. But I will try it because I'm here. If it's not there, I don't really remember where it is. every enemy hits me. Yeah, that's how you do it. Ah. No! No! Darn it. Well, there's acid down below you. I don't think I mentioned that. You can get killed down there. You don't want to fall down from those ledges. So now I need to get hover. I don't really know the best way to get hover easily. I think probably in one of those levels I walk through. But the problem is finding a safe one. And I do believe that is the way to get to the next level. So, alright, I'll give this a try. Oh, wow. This, I feel, is a mistake. I shouldn't have come this way. Yep, that's a mistake. Well, that would work if the guy respawned every time, which it doesn't. And also, I don't believe I'm going to have those hover things respawn. The flashing ones. So, I have a little bit of a problem here. Oh, I'm starting to get low in health. No. And of course, none of those guys give me health. And he jumps down. Wow, almost dead. Yeah, see, there's no... Ugh. I need to actually leave this area and come all the way back now. I need those hovers to respawn, which sucks. But complaining about it won't get it done, so I gotta go do that real quick. I wonder if I can actually go in here. Oops. Damn it. I ran all the way back for a P that I didn't need, and I got myself hit. It happens so many times to me. I don't know why I do it. Okay, so we have enough cover now. Now I just need my gun back. Okay, now, I hope those enemies, not the enemies, I hope that hover has respawned. If it hasn't, then I still have to come all the way back and go to the next level. And then come back. By leaving the area that you're currently in and then going to the next area, or another area, it basically resets the area that you're in. So, if you pick up items, they come back. I'm hoping that when you go in those little mini levels with your character, that it does the same thing, and I think it should. I just don't remember. Oops. Oh wow, get away. That's how you do it. You gotta go way out wide. Make sure that guy does not hit you. There we go. Phew. Alright, now do not fall down. I do not want to do that again. I think the next area is below, but I want to see what's above. Yeah, okay, nothing. Alright, area 4, here we come. Oops, I hit everything on the way down. It's always a good idea to fight your battles away from the doorways because sometimes, like just happened to me, you get sucked in. I mean, you're trying to fight the guys and for some reason the game pulls you back through the doorway. I don't know exactly what happens, but yeah, okay, well. Crap. I don't think I want to come down there. There we go. That's the way we want to go. As I find a new way to get stuck. Alright, that's an area you can go in, but I don't think that's where I want to go. I have full power on my gun, so I don't need to go exploring too much. Yep, this is the right way. I definitely remember this. And if I remember, you go all the way to the right. then you have to go down. And is it right? I can't remember. Right and then down. Nope. That's where you go right. Alright. Now we go right. I believe, and now it's down. And I'm hoping this is the boss. This area is really bad. You gotta make sure you don't fall off, because that will kill you. Oh, shit. Oh, damn it. What the hell? That guy shot one pretty far. I don't think it's the right way. I can't remember though. Alright, good. Get my gun refilled. It's always an adventure. Yeah, maybe this is the right way. I remember a lot of walkways like this to the boss. And this should be the frog that you can do that extended grenade on. I believe back in the day, Nintendo Power, the person who submitted it, or the tip, mentioned it as a extended grenade. So you're basically extending the life of the grenade. I don't need that, but I'll pick it up. Some more gun stuff. Oh, shit. Probably shouldn't have shot that. I'm going to leave those two power-ups because I think they're permanent. Until you pick them up, they don't disappear. So in case I get hit or something, I can come all the way back. Oops, shit. Like that. And yes, they are still there. That's good. Do not want to go for that. You can't get that. I don't know why they put that there. It's like a little trick for kids. Very mean trick. In case you don't know what I'm talking about, I was referring to that P on that little island. The flashing one. All I can imagine is like some little kid playing along. He's taking a lot of damage up to that point. He just jumps in and tries to... Wow, there's a lot of stuff here. And he just jumps in to get that. So I'm pulling all that stuff. And unfortunately, it looks like that was just a waste of time. I do remember the boss level that you walk around like this, having like a lot of walkways like this. Now I just need to figure out where it is. Obviously not this level. I think that's where you start, that part down there. Yeah, but see, there are also enemies here, so it's almost like I missed something. I don't know how you get up there. Or even if you want to get up there. Well, unfortunately, I don't think this is the right way. I do remember the boss battle being at the bottom of one of these types of things. To get back up, you have to jump up a bunch of those things. Little ledges. Oh, maybe it's down the next one. I think I went over right here. No, it's not there. Whoops. Don't want to use hover. What happens sometimes is the game gets confused when they try to make this jump one last time. And I fail miserably. The game gets confused that, like, when you're in midair and you hit A, it's like it's thinking you're trying to jump, but trying to use hover. Okay, is it this one? I don't know. Something tells me this isn't it either. I don't know what that red stuff is, but I'm not walking on that. I think it's like spikes of some sort. Alright, so this is where I was walking before, I believe. I almost want to say that was the little island where the P was, flashing P. There's another flashing P. But you will fall into that water and die every time. Apparently it's like acid water or something. Who knows what. Now this doesn't look right because I don't remember something like this for the boss level. I don't know where I am right now. But we'll continue on. Maybe I'm mistaken and I just don't remember. I really don't remember coming into something like this with that many walkways. Oh shit, wow. And there is no jump in this game when you're the little guy, when you're walking around. So you can't jump out to that ledge. Oh shit. Oh boy, this is a long little level. I really hope this is the boss. That guy's not getting off that island. Unless he can jump or fly or something. Maybe he has hover, who knows. Yeah, I actually think this is the right way. I remember fighting... Oh, maybe not. I spoke too soon. Damn it. Alright, well... We got more upgrades that we don't need, and now I have to walk all the way back. I almost would rather kill myself, but I won't do that. One thing that's kind of strange about this game, you basically go through these areas with your vehicle, And you go all the way through, and then you have to find the area where you get out with your character, like this little guy, yourself. And you're supposed to go through it and fight the boss of the area to get another upgrade for your vehicle. But they never they never even let you know. They don't even hint as to whether or not you're at the right spot and that's the location where the boss battle is. So as you can see, I'm getting further in the game and I really don't remember where the bosses are from this point. I do believe you get the power to put your vehicle in water and then swim through it. I guess it's like a propulsion system or something. Because the next level is the water level. So either you get it there or you get it in the next level. The actual water level. I can't remember though. Something tells me you actually fall through the water level and then you get it after you finish it. But I'm going to stop thinking out loud because I don't remember. And no matter how much I talk about it, I'm not going to remember. So that was not the right way to go. So let's try... Well, we just came up, didn't I? Let's go down. Okay, nothing down. There was a distinct pattern to this level. You had to go in a specific order. And I do not remember. Not that way. Yeah, it's not that way. Whoops. I do remember you have to fall down like one of these corridors, like not corridors, one of these like vertical thingies, whatever I'm trying to say. Okay, this is the right spot. I remember these guys came out. Okay, so there we go. I don't remember how I got here, but it doesn't matter. Oh, stop. Would you make that jump, please? There we go. Now we're in the right spot. I think I actually do need my hover here. I think I need to go up there. So I wanted to make sure I had full hover. Although you don't need it for... I don't think you need it anywhere else here. Alright, this should be the boss battle. And, if I remember, it's kind of a little bit of a pain in the ass to get back down after you fight the boss here. So you have to go down that ladder, and I think this is like swarming with enemies down here. So, anyway, we'll worry about that after. Now, this boss is another one you can use the extended grenade on. It's kind of difficult because the frog like has a long tongue and jumps all over the place, so gotta be careful. It's difficult to get it in a position where, like, I think you have to do it right at the start, otherwise you're gonna have trouble. The frog isn't that difficult, but he jumps all over the place and you can get hit a couple extra times. Oh, shit, damn it. The reactions are very poor in this game. Alright, so there's my gun power-up. I'll leave that one behind in case I get hit again, which I probably will. It's a good idea to leave the stationary ones, the ones like those P's, behind. Like I said before, I think I said this, maybe I thought this, but they will always be there, so you can run back and pick them up. I'm pretty sure I mentioned that. I'll pick up the hover. Hopefully just a hover. Yep. Not gonna pick up that P. Pick up this one, but not the one on the island. They like to trick you. It's like, come get me, look at me, I'm nice and flashing. I make a pretty sound when you pick me up. Like that. But, yeah, it's a trap. You don't want to do it. Alright, I think, if I remember correctly, the boss is either in this room or the next room. Yeah, you go across and then you fight. Okay, so now you need to get in position and do the extended grenades. Oops. Oh, missed it. Okay, so he'll jump around a little bit. Oh, missed him again. There we go. And what you're listening for is there's a change in the damage that's being done to the enemy. So once you hear that, then you know he's defeated. I usually wait a couple extra seconds just to make sure. Okay, so we picked up a key, which allows you to open a locked door on the way back up here. Now, hopefully I can get to my vehicle without getting knocked off. Okay, I did. That can usually be close, depending on whether that guy I just shot is roaming around or not. But luckily he was hiding. I don't have to worry about him. I'd like to play this game a couple of times just to make sure I can finish it. But once I do finish it, I'd like to actually finish this game without dying. That might be a little bit tricky. Because depending on how your luck goes on the last couple enemies, you can either play the entire game and then be very disappointed, or obviously be very happy. The last battle is a little bit tricky. You have to fight two enemies, and the second enemy is really, really tough. He's just very, very annoying. I guess that's the best way to put it. You need to have a fully powered gun, so you have to beat the first guy without even getting hit. And there's no extended grenade or anything that works on those guys, so you have to actually use your gun and shoot him enough times. Okay, now getting out of here is going to be a little bit of a trick. Alright, so this way we came straight across, so we're going to go back this way. And I need to go back up. And what I'm going to try to do is go like up and to the left, I believe that's the correct way to get out of here. Oh, there's some hover, that's good. Alright, so this vertical column, I'm going to go straight up. And I'm going to look to go left. Oops. Now the entrance to level 5, I believe, is actually in this level. So what we need to do is get back out of here. Okay, so again, keep going up and to the left, whenever possible. Okay, so that's a good sign, these guys. Whenever the enemies change, that usually means you're going the right way. And these guys should be on the way out. I don't know if I can actually get that one. I don't know why I continue to go for those, but like I said, they're lucky. I don't really need luck. I don't know why I'm calling them lucky, but yeah, anyway. So the key will be a locked door that you actually have to like bump into, and then you unlock it, and it'll lead you to Area 5. I think you actually have to do it as your little character. And it's kind of tricky because you go all the way up like this long ladder, and then you have to unlock it. And I think what most people do is they fall down and they get killed, but they unlock it. And I don't really remember why. It should be in the next room to the right here. Right here. Okay, so there's the thing you unlock. Then you actually have to climb all the way up. And what people typically recommend is you just fall down and hit that. But I'm going to try to do this without doing that. I guess what he's throwing there are actually grenades. But I don't know for sure. Okay, this is the tricky part. Gotta run past that so you don't get hit. I remember that being a guide. Someone said just fall off and get yourself killed. But there's no sense in doing that. I mean, it's not that difficult. You just have to avoid those two little turrets. Alright, so Area 5. This one can be a little bit of a pain in the ass. As you can see, you fall down. And once you fall down, you can't go back up. So the idea here is to go all the way down. Like, I can't go up there, so I'm not even going to try to do that. You can shoot that right there, but I'm going to go all the way to the left here real quick. Okay, so there's nothing there. It's funny, when you shoot that little block passageway, I guess you can call it, and then you move your vehicle across it, well, the vehicle speeds up as if it's not in water. I think I need to go straight down. Yeah. They did this in such a way that you can't actually get trapped. So if you can continue going down, you want to continue going down. Like, for example, you don't want to go to the right there, because if you can fall down here over on the left, they wouldn't allow you to have anything over there. So I don't really need to go anywhere. I don't need to get out and roam around. You can't get up there, so there's no sense in trying to get up there. You do want to kind of shoot these guys whenever you can, just so you don't have to deal with them. Those guys are a little bit of a pain in the ass. You actually end up having to deal with them as your little guy. And I think there's one area where you get out and you have to actually... Yeah, right here. So you get out of your guy and you have to swim. So this is where the game gets kind of tough. You gotta be really cautious and careful. very easy to get killed in this part. So what I typically like to do is just run right through. Don't kill enemies if you don't have to. I'm going to kill those two guys and hopefully get some health back, which I didn't. And none there. So what I'll do is I'll try... Oh, shit. I'm going to try to kill that guy. I didn't. You got to be really careful with those enemies. You don't want to deal with them. Alright, so that's good to get some health back there. I don't remember which way to go. I'm going to go up to the top left here. I don't think that's the way. I think I have to go down. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have to go down. So I'll go left real quick just to make sure there's nothing important. The other unfortunate thing about this part, when you're the little guy like this, you can easily walk through the wall. And you get in a position where you can't do anything else. That's not the boss, so I'm not even going to do that. That's just a place to get, like, crap I don't need right now. With those enemies on the ground, you don't really want to play around too much. It's better to just go all the way down, kill these guys if possible. Alright, good, I got 2 power-ups. Best way to fight him is to go down and then up, up and down, up and down. And I don't need any more health, so I don't need the power, I don't need to fight those guys. Okay, so I'm going to try going up here. I think if you're above them, you can't get hit. But I wouldn't want to test that out. I'm not really sure. Oh shit, I knew that guy was going to hit me. So basically just go up and down, up and down. I think it's up here. I remember coming up, having to fight those guys. I believe it's that one. I'm not sure. I remember coming into something like this. Although I might have done it to get my gun powered up. No, I remember this. I think this is the spot. Yep, I remember this. I think this is the boss. Oh, no, no, no. Get away from me. This is where the gun really helps. Rather than having to fight these guys with grenades or just your regular gun, you can shoot through so many walls and you don't have to deal with them. If you fight them head on, I believe there are a couple more lasers in this part, but if you fight them head on, it's so much easier to get hit. Like they like to shoot at you, and there's the laser. I thought there was one there. I remember doing that part over and over to get my gun up. I think the crab laws are extended. I can't remember. No. I think you actually have to fight this guy. Which is why I did my gun power-ups and I mistakenly got hit. Alright, well, I just officially made this a lot more difficult than it needed to be. I'll try using my grenades because they hit more. Alright, so he fans out his shots a little bit more when he's almost dead. So I guess he's, well, he's maybe not almost dead, but when he's taking enough damage. So he's taking enough damage to alter his attack now. It becomes a little more difficult to kill, but nothing too bad. Just avoid the shots as much as possible. Shit. Crap. I don't remember if you can actually sit in one spot. I think the bubbles will come from the side and hit you. Oh, that was good. Yeah, see, they do eventually come at like a little bit different angle. I'm gonna try standing here. Yep, see, it does hit me. Oh well. Alright, now we're in a little bit of trouble. I don't know if I'm gonna have enough power to get through here. And the more difficult problem is going to be trying to get back out, because I have to get from where I am back to my vehicle with this guy. Oh, one more hit and I'm dead. Shit. Alright, so now I get to try the fun task of killing lasers to get my gun power up. These lasers here, I should be able to respawn them. I remember this one being a little bit tricky. Right, alright, well, I'll run all the way back now. Well, I'm in trouble now. I don't know what to do. maybe I should just fight him. We've already played for over almost 2 hours now. Almost dead anyway. I'll try extended grenade. I don't think it works on this guy though. Alright, well, that's it for this episode. Next time I get to the crab, I'll remember to actually fight him. Thanks for watching.